Thanks for the tip.
We need to send in an airstrike. Peanuts and grapes. Peanuts and grapes. Peanuts and grapes.
How are you getting on there, guys? Can you hear me? Schnuffles, thank you very much for the tip there. Put the back legs on it. Majestic. Look at that, the stability on the back legs. Or it's got a worm. Is that a worm in its mouth, look? Or is that it's a bit of seaweed. A bit of moss. Jackie, thank you very much for the tip. Yeah, not on the bike there today now. Somebody's just asking that, but kind of just chillaxing today. I was going to try and take it a little bit easier. Maybe just kind of focus on some of these lads. Or any kind of animals that I can see. But I'm enjoying the kind of mirror image that it paints on the water there. I wonder how the image quality is. For ye, I'm seeing it kind of raw. Ross Kemp, thank you very much. Spend this on one of those Arabic headscarf yokes so you can keep the fierce power of the sun off your noggin. I'm just beneath a tree at the moment. Adequate shade. Adequate shade. A nice bit of pasta made for you. Thank you very much, they're wanty. It's looking at us now. You can see us. Or she. Not sure what the situation is with it. We're going to see those back legs, stability again. It's not. It's an interesting sight. Go on, go on. Go on. Go on. No. Bit of grass. Better luck next time. Better luck next time. It's got a kink in its neck. And it's interesting to note that the direction of the water flow is against it, so it's having to wade and waddle to stay afloat in its fixed position there. Thank you very much, Higgy Schmalz, for the tip. Hope you're well, Tommy, bringing the spring to us. Well, I tell you, you only need to step outside the door, and it's all there on your plate. It's all there on your dinner plate. Thank you very much, Kaylee, for the tip. Can you hear the crackle of the leather? The crinkle. Juxtaposed with the serene swan. A nice bit of pasta made for you. A nice bit of pasta made for you. Switch it up and move on. Thank you very much there, Christian Irwin and Schultz and Patrick. Thank you very much. We're at the Monk's Fishing House. And Patrick and Ted. Thank you very much, Ted. Little known fact, the past tense of swan is swain. Where we can see that fish was a staple in the diet of a medieval monastery, and I can tell you this, fish was definitely a staple of my diet there yesterday. But it was a different kind of fish. It was a very greasy situation, but it was a nice greasy situation. Looking there to see if that's an animal in the water there. I'm not sure if you can see that. Is that another bird with that's digging beneath the surface or something? If it is, it's staying there for a while. Or is it a stick? Or is it a log or something? There's a bit of movement in it, it seems. It seems to be something. It remains to be seen. Is that an animal or is it a stick? Animal or stick? You decide. Let's have a look. Let's go for a closer inspection here. And yeah, it is a stick. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a stick. I thought it was some kind of animal situation, but it's not. And if you're asking why am I whispering, then it's because it's a quiet, serene situation. There's people around. It's a quiet and serene situation around here. It's nice. It's a nice setup. Look over there, look at that. A lovely bit of stonework here on this former fisherman's monks monastery. I there's people in there. I don't want to go in and ruin the crack for them. But this is the monks' fishing house. And the monkey lads would congregate inside there and get together and do the God's honest, do what they could do in order to secure the fish, in order to live basically. You know, it wouldn't have been an easy life by any stretch of the imagination. But if they lived inside that stone place, that would have been adequate barrier between the elements and the men themselves. It's fantastic to see, and only it's a stank of fish, especially in the summer when there was high sun, high weather. I suppose I should read the text just to really get a good idea of it, of what we were dealing with here. Fish was a staple in the diet of a medieval monastery, and this small building, probably built in the 15th or 16th century, is believed to have been used by the monks of Kong to make the task of catching fish a little easier. It's built on a platform of stones over a small arch, which allows water from the river to flow underneath the floor. That's amazing. So you had water going right inside that bad boy, and that allowed them to really trap the fish. A trapdoor in the floor may have been used for a net, and monks could sit by the small fireplace in cold weather waiting for their catch. It is said that a line was connected from the fishing house to a bell in the monastery kitchen to let the cook know that there was fresh fish available. Can you imagine it? Thank you very much, there, Jukebox Connors, for the tip. Very kind of you. Crazy bit of business. Crazy bit of fish. And there's the Swan buck. He's managed to make his way back upstream. It's a shame, really, because we could have got closer to him for a situation, but we'll move on. I doubt we're going to see anything as big as that. You know, that's a big situation. We'll be lucky if we get something else like that, you know. And he's going bobbing for chips a little bit closer to the bank there. That's a shame. That is a shame. I mean, wow. Look at the plumage. The strength of those legs. Great strength in the back of the legs there. Go on. Give it socks. It's a cygnet. How do you know it's a cygnet? Is it a male swan? Do you know? Does that mean that it's male if it's got lovely plumage, dark plumage? The stability in the legs is something to behold. Is that? It's a shame he's not getting any worms. He's eating a lot of grass. He's managing to snag himself a lot of grass. But he's not been able to get lucky in the worm department, or the fish. He's a sweet little machine, isn't he? That beak is really doing a lot of work down below the surface. Beautiful stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the camera stable while I make sure the fucking stream is going. It's hard to balance all these plates at the same time, because if you're at a fucking a computer screen, you'd have everything at your fingertips, but you're doing it live here. Look at the state, look at the situation of the legs. Look at them. 1, 2, 1, 2. What do they eat to get the protein, to build that muscle? Do they eat fish? Are they carnivores? Thank you very much. Horses under starlight. And the four lights. Thank you very much. He's leaving the frame. It's the legs that are really, I've never really considered before. Has he got something? Has he got something? Or is it grass? Yet more grass, the poor creature. He needs protein for those legs. The grass is not going to do it. Although the cows eat fucking grass. Is there protein in grass? And cows are big. That's great, look at that. You can tell his muscle in the wing. Little scratch.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
Swan around, thank you very much. The good stuff is at the bottom, you say. Could you tell me, do they eat? There's lots of protein in water weeds, okay. So cows eating grass, they have 4 stomachs, so they get a lot more out of their food. Protein in the seaweed. Okay. You'd have to eat a lot of it though, would you? So these, you're saying the swan is a herbivore? Look at his hair on his head. It's kind of got like gelled hair. Lovely shake. I don't know why he's shaking that. He's just after dunking his head in the water. Why is he shaking it? Unless he needed to have a dry head to get behind that wing, to give it a scratch. He's got a nice float. It's great how he's just floating around but doing the grooming on his back. Or preening. Very cool to see a white swan. They are very rare, says Davis. Is this not a white swan, or is that obvious because he's got brown leaves? I was going to say he's got brown feathers. I think I've seen plenty of white swans. I don't think they're rare. Any ducks about? I haven't seen any, just this lad. We'll make a move.
We need to send in an airstrike. Peanuts and gracious. Peanuts and gracious.
Made a little noise there. A great creature. A fantastic creature with a lot going on for it. It's got a lot going on for itself. And apparently, according to some of the people there, I was just commenting that it's only a young scenario at the moment, and it will develop into a full-fledged swan. There it goes again, doing its bobbery. I haven't gone into the forest here, and I'll have a look now, but not particularly too sure whether or not there's going to be as much wildlife action. That was the whole kind of reason I wanted to get out here, to see some creatures like that. Sorry. That's what we were talking about, or at least somebody was mentioning in that there, the power of the storm. And I suppose it's not exactly, it's not animals that you can marvel at here, it's the power of nature, the raw strength of wind and rain and whatever else that can fell tree, that can move mountain. The fella there is scaling the outskirts of the monk's hut. I hope he doesn't fall down into the trap. He's okay. He should be okay. I don't think that... Oh yeah, I was just making sure he didn't fall in, you know. But look at this. Absolutely incredible stuff. This was once part of an even bigger tree. I wondered, did it come off this? Was it torn off the fucking big buster here, or where did it go? Where did it come from? There's no root. I can't see a root. This branch came off a bit up there, maybe. We could be in a dangerous spot regarding other branches that still haven't come down. You wouldn't want to be here at the wrong place, the wrong time. Otherwise it'd come down on top, yep. And it'd be game over. And we've got another one right here. This is another situation. Incredible. Absolutely incredible scenes here. Raw, unbridled power of Mother Nature. She's got a nasty side. She's got a nasty streak in her. She'd hit you. She'd beat you. But she's possible. She can love you as well, you know, and take care of you and nourish you with food and water and light. But she could batter you as well, you know. Kind of a love-hate scenario. A bit of an emotionally manipulative and abusive parent, maybe, who has you on an even keel, never shows too much love, always gives a bit of bite, just to keep you in check, you know, and to keep you emotionally stunted. And I suppose that's the way it is, you know. We don't know what the fuck is going on or why we're even here, and we're at the mercy and we're at the behest of Mother Nature at times. We saw that during Storm Owen, or Awan, or whatever his name was this year. And I heard on the radio there yesterday, there's a lady out in Delphi who hasn't had power for 75 days or something. And she's elderly as well, like, you know, and it's mad to think that it's still happening in this 2 months later, 3 months later, people are without power. That's another felled tree, another victim of Storm Eowyn's creepy little game of cat and mouse. A nasty man, a very nasty man. Oh, and I was saying Ewan, whatever his name is. I was saying it was Mother Nature, but it's Ewan. Maybe like a bad cousin, a cousin who grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. He came home to give us a beating. Then he fucked off again. You won't hear from him again now for a while. Maybe you won't ever hear from him again. Forever. I don't know if that's a bad thing, to be honest. I know blood is thicker than water, but if that's the way you treat your relatives, with beatings and power outings, I don't think I'm not going to welcome that lad inside my house again anytime soon. That's for sure. That's for sure. And here we have, our path is blocked by a gigantic felled tree. And I wonder, is our stream still going? I hope it is. Hope we haven't become taken down. Good stuff. We're still going. Need to get underneath here. Jesus Christ. Giant wasp or bee. Crazy bit of business. Crazy bit of business. They're saying that visitations by Mother Nature or Nature's dodgy cousin could become more of a regular feature of day-to-day life, but with the way that the global warming scenario is going on and all that kind of crack. But you know, it's like anything else going on in the world that everybody's ranting and raving about. Sometimes it's hard to really fucking take it all too seriously, because you're concerned with your own. You've got your own troubles. You've got your own fucking problems. You know, what's the point in worrying about all the other stuff? It's not going to be anything you can control anyway. You know, it's the same with all this fucking tariff shite. And then it's one thing after another. Nearly fucking tripped up there on that road. It's one thing after another with these guys. You know, if there's not a war going on, I've noticed then a year or two later there's a fucking crash or a financial thing going on. And then it's just rinse and repeat every couple of years. Crazy bit of business. And through selection and framing of choice of story of what they're focusing on, there's a sort of fucking latent programming going on where it just is like they're making you think about all this stuff, when the reality is you can't really do fucking nothing about it anyway. You know, getting lost. We're getting taken down. Probably we strayed too far out of the range. So I'm just gonna have to fucking put the battery yoke into this. We might have strayed too far out of the range of control. just as I was talking about control. Size of this beast. No stopping this guy. Well, there was. I suppose he got taken down big time. Godo. Fucking hell. Look at the size of that. Fucking hell. She should like it's a tightrope. You do see them in the circus. The foot placement is like this. Beautiful moss. Beautiful moss. It's like a cropped top hair. It's like somebody who's got a shaved head. That's what it feels like. Doesn't smell too bad, actually. It smells okay. You're a good moss. You're a good moss. You take it easy now, okay? You'd be good. You do good. You do good, moss. Good moss, good moss. Merry Mossmas. Merry Mossmas. Now, how are we gonna do this? It's a 597. It's a 597. We need to be stable. Bit of grip. Bit of grip on the bark. 597. Oh fuck! I'm gonna need to take control of this one here. Could snap though. Could snap. I need to clip on here. Get both hands going here. Bear with me here. That's it. That's it. Safely does it. Safely does it. Safety first. Safety first. Now, we've reached another uprooted member of society. A giant tree. This is the biggest yet. This could be the biggest yet. Size of that. Bit of plant and machinery in the background there. I don't know what this is. Another tree here that has fallen on top of this uprooted member of society just there. So this is stabilizing these trees here. So if anything was to happen, they could fall on top. You don't want to be underneath them. Fucking take you down. They would take you down. That would be game over. Game, set and match. I was going to go down there for a close-up, but I'm just thinking it could be game, set and match.
What do you have on one of these?
Ah, fuck it, it'll be okay. Just want to get a look close up on those roots. This is it here. It's nice, it feels great. You're really inside the roots of the apparition, the roots of the tree. You're inside it. I mean, this would have gone back hundreds of years. And look, you've stone right underneath it that looks fresh. The stone looks fresh, and you know, it's not muddy. I wonder what is beneath it. Is it clay? At what stage do you hit clay? And look at this. Playtime. Playtime. It's showtime. Fucking hell. Clip in there. Now I think I'm stuck, but there's a wall here. And maybe a pathway through there. The path is well blocked. Holly Winter, thank you very much for the tip. I'll squeeze through this gap here. Fucking hell. And we're back on track. We live to fight another day. Thank God. Oh, look at this. Is that a bird? No, it's not. It's a bit of a tree. Let's keep going down here. The path is well blocked, but it's not going to stop us from making our way through. Big up the moss and enjoy the lovely trees, says Holly. Big up to the moss. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. It's animals I'm after. I want to see a few animals in the house. I started with the swan, that was nice, but I'd like to see some other creature. But I think you'd have to remain still and dedicated, and more to the point, quiet as well. Look, you're not going to see any cat-like creatures or foxes or anything like that, or wolves or dogs, but it'd be mainly birds. And I'd like to see a heron. You know, they are elusive. And they don't stay in a spot for too long. I mean, if you're observing them, you're lucky enough to see one. They do look pretty stationary and whatnot, but it's not long before they're gone, they're up and away again. One of the most exciting sightings of recent times in my life was an otter at night thrashing around in one of the local rivers. And it stood up as well at the side of the bank. And it was like, a meerkat in the way it stood up. And there's a duckling over there in the reeds, actually. We might get... Jeez, he's gone. He was there a second ago, now he's gone. False alarm. Varney tea bag, thank you very much. A lot of French people seem to love the west of Ireland. Who doesn't? But there seems to be a very strong French connection. It's a Gallic love affair with the flora and fauna and the sights and the sounds. Crazy bit of business. Varney tea bag, thank you very much for the tip. Very kind of you. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're getting well. And this is a lovely bit of situationship right here. Now you've got the pines. Can't smell them, but I wonder, do they have that kind of sticky resin? No, they don't. The resin would be on the... No, it isn't. This is another casualty of A1's abusive streak. Came home one night pissed. As I recall, it was a Friday evening in January, maybe January 27th, January 26th. Nasty situation. To be honest, I've never seen anything like it. In all my time, I've never seen a storm wipe out the fucking power grid and stop the supply chain. And that it was like watching one of those computer games that the nephew does play where you're in a town and there's nothing there, or it's dark and it's nighttime, you've no torch, that kind of thing. And I know that it's all about trying to boost the take-up of electric vehicles and all that kind of shite, but from what I could see now, there was no better example of how ineffective having a fully electrified vehicle situation would be. And there was some birds here. I suppose what you gotta do is just stay in one position and then look at the birds from one spot. But there was no better example of how that would not work, because you couldn't get anywhere without petrol, diesel.
Thanks for the tip.
You know, people were on their arse. And it just makes me feel as though if that's what they don't consider the fact that the system that's already in place cannot withstand a storm, yet they're pushing for things like fully electrified vehicularization of the country. It's like there's no homework really being done. You know, the stress tests have not been done there. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Are we still rolling, lads? Is the stream still?
There are women and children down here. Come hold this down. We need a care package. Push the blood out of staff. Send in the care package of pints, boy. I'm under fire. I need pints.
I've just switched the bitrate down to minimum bitrate there, so the image quality might be cat. I'm wondering whether or not to keep going. I want to keep going, but this could be the end of the stream if there's no coverage out there. Let's just keep going. We'll keep going. That was the good thing about the town, you see, is that you can forget all about whether or not you're still connected and just enjoy and go with the flow of whatever's happening. But when you get to a stage where you're having to worry about whether or not the stream is still going, it takes you out of the moment. It proves to be a barrier to enjoyment. Bear with me here now. I'm going to take the phone out of its cover there. It's getting awfully hot. Another barrier. We won't get under there actually. We'll have to go over. We'll have to. Tell you what, put that fucking strap around me there so I won't have to worry about it then. That's the stuff. That's strapped on. Now, let's get the fucking foot over there. Here we go. And that is that. This is great stuff now. I should have brought a sandwich. I should have brought a sandwich. I should have brought a snack. Anyway, I guess we're here now. Just an animal. We want to find a good animal, decent looking, sizable beast, which we can follow. I noticed there yesterday because the encoder, when it's streaming, doesn't like being in forest areas because the level of detail on the trees and the leaves and foliage, it just makes everything look blocky. But I'm wondering now, the fact that I'm not going as fast because I'm not on the bike, does it make it look a little bit better? Is it a bit more reasonable viewing? Because I was looking the stuff on the bike and it was too pixelated. Edible plant. It looks okay, yeah? Alright, fair enough. It does look better, but it's just, I mean, obviously it's not going to be as good as when you're in the town. When you're in the town, everything looks A-okay. But out here, it's tough. But you're not going to see stuff like this in the town, you know. Another one of A1's victims. Victim number 264 of the locale. Massive tree felled into creek. Crazy bit of business. Natural bit of business. We have to go underneath this big boom bappa here. Thank you very much, Glenn, for the tip, and Chris D and Sheafsy. Thank you very much. Let's get going. Let's just keep it moving. Let's keep hiking to fuck. I heard a bit of rustling there, but there was nothing there. I couldn't see anything. Pathway here. I'm not on a geo hunt there, whoever asked. Chip, I'm just going around a part of Kang or outside Ashford Castle. I haven't been around here before. I wanted to see what it was like, and I was hoping for more animals. Someone's gaff. Stone Lodge. Might go back down there again, turn left. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lovely bit of business there.
A nice bit of pasta again.
Watch out for wood crawlers. They imitate humans. Another situation, and look at the moss, the growth on that. Fantastic growth on that moss. It's a beeping, I can hear a beeping somewhere. I don't know what that beeping is though, I don't know what that signifies or where it be coming from. Unless there's a boat on the river beside the tree here. Tupo, thank you very much for the tip. You're getting on well, the soul and sound of maturest mossy wood beamed across the world by Wi-Fi. You wouldn't see it anywhere else. That's great. I mean, I'm not sure, but look at this. I'm sure that maybe somebody else has done it and got there before me, but at this particular location right now, be hard pressed to find somebody else doing it, I'd say. Maybe they're uploading pictures or something. But would they be doing it on video? I'm not sure. I have to thank the nephew, Francis, for sorting me out there with this situation, you know. He's good with the computers. Some great colour on that. It's great to see the sun hitting the top of the leaf there, and really it changes the tonality of the colour. Gives it a very vibrant pop. Kind of slightly takes the edge off it when you see that kind of modern plaster. That kind of takes the edge off it as well. But interestingly, a micro... Life finds a way. And there's some lime. Micro custom. There's a fucking micro custom climate inside there, but look at the lime. They put the lime in the coconut. Do you remember that one? You put the lime in the coconut. Look at the lime scale there. You'd want to make sure you'd want to descale your kettle fairly regularly. That's my advice to you, especially if you're in the West. It seems to be very prevalent. Where's that? It sounds like there's a main road. That takes me out of there. That's a bloody truck. I thought I was in the back of beyond, actually. It must be a road. Oh, look, there's a bloody road right there. We were underneath. That was a tunnel underneath a road. What a beautiful tunnel. What a fantastic tunnel that is. Another gorge. Side of cliff, a gorge. I don't know if you call that a gorge. If that would qualify for a gorge, I'm not sure. where this path is going, but we'll keep walking it as long as the coverage is still going. That's as good as I can ask for at this stage of the game. I thought we were going to be wiped out. But seemingly, we should be okay. And that's a lovely little sitting spot there in a bit of shade. I feel the temperature's creeping up a bit now. The temperature is creeping up a bit. And you can hear the shots going off there. Somebody's shooting, doing a bit of shooting, bit of clay pigeon. Hopefully it's clay pigeons now, not the real deal. A lot of huntsmen, Hunter's Lodge shenanigans down here. Just up the pace now because I was going quite slow, but I think that was because the pace had been set by a multitude of obstacles at the beginning of the trail. Now it seems to be very, very precarious stasis. Half a tree, and the main pretender still remains rooted in the ground, but half of it is now above head. Could be a bad scenario for anybody who finds himself underneath that at the wrong time. Yeah, I don't want to do anything, because if that falls down, then I might get the blame for it. Actually, you probably shouldn't. Yeah, look, don't do anything that I'm doing. It's not. I'm not promoting any sort of funky tree behaviour in forests post-storm. Central Statistics Office, thank you very much for the tip there. Very kind of you. We need a Wally-sized hotspot robot trailing behind him at 40 paces to boost signal and carry extra water and first aid. Zaibatsu's after you. Zaibatsu's out. The Zaibatsu monstrosity. Or my Batsu. What's a cryptid for him? in before another Rambler post footage of Tom to a cryptid forum. Look at that, can we get underneath that? Fuck, we climb over it or we go underneath it? I'd say we go underneath. Gonna have to get down. Get down here. Freshly washed jeans. The muck, the oil came off them. Well, kinda. Don't know if you can make it out there. You can still make a bit of oil out, but mainly came off. These look like Christmas trees now, but they're not. Another gunshot. The sniper's lure. The end waits in the forest. I hope this is the trail, lads, because I mean, I'm very concerned at the moment. Actually, I can see a pathway down there, but it's way down there. Another gunshot. I should have actually titled this live from the Ukraine and just hid in the forest next to where the hunters are shooting clay pigeons, and then put the I should have done that. That would have been great. But would you get taken down then for misinformation? Lads, I'm over in the fucking Donbass at the moment, lads. It's awful dangerous. Thanks for the tip. There's no in the Ukraine now, apologies. Old habits do die hard. And that is one that it's faring up hard to be disbanded. The idea of not saying the before Ukraine. But it's also exacerbated by my liking for putting the definitive article before stuff. Here's the man. Well, here's how's the Ukraine doing? It's a double trouble scenario. It was like when they got us to try and say Kyiv instead of Kiev. And it's kind of worked because I actually think in Kyiv now. I'm thinking in Kyiv and not Kiev. Apart from when I have a chick in Kiev. What's the story there? Look at this moss. Beautiful, beautiful moss. Another mossy situation. And a powerful bark. Great circumference on it. Great sound of it. Beautiful sound of it. It's the kind of sound you want to hear. But it's dead now. The tree is dead. As the proverbial donkey. Or dodo, I suppose. Donkeys have... Fucking drumstick. Chicken drumstick, lads. Not as good as I thought it would be. Yeah, around this region has a nice sound. Om Numba tambando, era tambando, gumjunga. Dara Darmade, thank you very much for the tip. Daro Darmade, Daro Darmade, Korondi, Kambuko, Kombucha, Gamvuto. Maybe I need a bit of variation. Somebody's tried to fucking start a fire here, look. Somebody tried to get a little fire going. Let's leave it. You'd want a second drumstick then to really ramp up the beats. We need another beach stick. If we can find a good solid beach stick, we'll be in business. A good solid beach stick. Another one over here. Look at that. That's underneath the tree, loads of stone. Would you have thought that? And then the gunshot. More gunshots. There's a rake of stones underneath the trees. Maybe trees need stone maybe the roots need to fucking grow around, anchor around the stone. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, that's not gonna work. You want something like this. Fuck it, we'll leave it. It's been done. It is what it is. What about this? What about this? Maybe we'll take two of these, look. Now, there you go. Let's see what we can do here, if we can do anything at all.
A nice bit of pasta.
Look, I don't know if the camera's gonna stay. Will the camera stay put? It should do. Famous last words.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
See if we're still rolling there, sorry. Bappo. Bappo. Chapo. So I don't have the rhythm. It's hard to get the rhythm going on this tree here because it's at an incline, you see. So if it was a level playing field, I'd be able to, and a bit lower. I'm not trying to make excuses or anything. Just see if there's any positive feedback from you there on that, regarding that, and I'll make a call on whether or not to dispense. It's wow, lovely. Okay. Beats. Getting good beat out of that trunk. Ancient Celt blood memories flaring up. Okay, maybe, I mean, it's just hard to maybe to get not only a beat, but Trying to think of what's my motive, what's my motivation on this.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
Yesterday's chain debacle, yesterday's chain in the membrane. Chain in the membrane. Insane in the brain. So I want to get in there. Hopefully we don't get taken down here by the Wi-Fi gods. We should be okay. Homage to Charlie Monkus. Let's see where we're going. Charlie, where did you go? The Monkus. Nobody knows. The drumstick is gone. I was really getting into that then. I'm feeling the vibe, but just goes to show you, maybe that's this fella's way of saying it's time to go. The tree has spoken. The stick has snapped. Let's keep moving. And give thanks. Wow! That's the very sweet. It's very sweet and pungent. Kind of pine. Nectar. Sap. Lovely bit of sap. Wow. I wish you could smell it. It's very, very sweet and aromatic. You put that in the house. You'd put that in the house. Noel Pierce, thank you very much for the tip. Enjoy the lips. Thanks very much, Joey. Great to see you doing the God's honest, Tommy, says Joey. I'm in a field here picking stones myself. Mighty day for it. Look at the stone there. Thanks for the tip, Joey. Look at that stone. And Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Thank you very much. What do the spirits of the wood say, Tommy? Well, I think they told me to fucking get going. I think they told me that it wasn't right to be using their felled tree bark as a drum skin. And they were dead right, you know. That was disrespectful in the utmost. But I meant no harm. I meant to only celebrate the life of the tree through the medium of drummanship. And then also go on to maybe pose many more questions about Charlie, the lost monkey of Wicklow. Look at this. And yet again, I'm very surprised to see such a formation of stone underneath these trees. Paul Meshkel, thank you very much for the tip. And Heron, who says watch out for gnomes. And OLCL, thank you very much. You just tipped saying the Blair Witch is after you. But have you ever seen it? I mean, I think what's most surprising to me is how clean looking the stone is, given that it's been underneath a massive tree for hundreds of years. ever there was one. Tree world. World of the trees. Not a bad idea for a theme park, because you could just take an already existing forest and put a load of roller coasters in it. Just call it Tree World. I suppose you'd need to have some sort of tree-based mascot or tree-based public figure, and I can't really think of any trees that are well known in the public other than just actual trees, but not a celebrity tree. Or just heard a bit of movement in here. And a gunshot. It's a mouse. Did you see it? Little mouse. There you go. A little wood mouse.
A nice bit of past me at home.
I hope the resolution and bitrate was enough to fucking adequately see the little mouse. Crank up the bitrate. Another one. It's providing a nice little habitat for a few creatures, alright. Lots of trees. The roots. The roots. Bloody roots. Sepultura. What do you have on one of these jobs? I wonder how far this is fucking going, like. Pigeonhole Loop, Cong to Clonbur Trail. Thank you very much, the other Jeff, for the tip there. Would lice in that tree or after you? I don't think so, it'd be grand. Larry Shlug, thank you very much. And Teresa Carmody. Very kind, yeah. Let's move it here. Let's step on the gas here and see what we can do. I mean, I wonder, is it nature's way of saying stop and get out? Or is it an even more exciting trip? I mean, look, even more stone beneath tree. This is news to me now. A lot of news to me. And again, the kind of stone I'm not used to seeing at all. Sorry about that. The wrong bloody phone. It's clean, it's the wonder. And the I'd be happy to, I don't know. Patchy mass coverage. Any wildlife? Not yet. We've only seen a swan and a mouse. We need to get going on this trail expedition for wildlife, close-up wildlife situation. because we've only managed to tick 2 off so far, and they're not really a rarity. And the mouse was on this camera, so it wasn't really a close-up situation. Cave within walking distance, Alexander, but the thing is, it could be not great for coverage, a cave. I'm willing to bet. I'm going to check my maps here, see exactly where I am. There's a pathway down there, so if this goes around down there, we'd be fine. But look at this. Now that is a sensational blockage in the fuel pipe. It's a nice little situation in here, actually. I heard something hit the ground, but I can't. Not too important. Yeah, it was that one there. He did it. I thought I was out, and then this got me on the head. I'll take a fucking stick. This is a real big solid one, this. Some nice berries there. Jeez, the stick came in handy there for the extra bit of stability underneath. That's not great. This is good, because if you're having to get down and do a bit of crawling, having that for the leverage is nice. It's also nice just to be able to have a fucking stick. It's always felt great to have, you know, I'm not saying a weapon, but there's just a bit of safety with this. An element of safetiness that you don't get if you're going stickless. that. Fucking game over down there. One false move, the fucking be game over. No animals. On the lookout for a few animals, but just hasn't transpired. It's been more of a kind of a tree situation, you know, and I was hoping to see a fox or something. Well, not a fox, obviously, they're nocturnal beasts, but more than a mouse anyway. Maybe a squirrel or something. People have gone through here. Yeah, this stick is great. This stick is fucking brilliant. It was a great idea. Huge cave close by. Somebody says, is this it? Wow, look at that. None other than Priest's Cave. Unbelievable stuff. This is where the priests would be forced into hiding. Back in the day when it was illegal to be priest. Don't think there'll be much coverage inside the priest's cave. Just gonna have a look there and see. Let's see what we can do here. Wow.
We need to send in an airstrike. Peanuts and grapes.
Wow. Good sound in it. Let me just see if we're still rolling here. It seems to be still rolling, yeah. Still got coverage in the cave. I'm trying to leave the phone so the coverage doesn't disappear. I'm trying to fucking hotspot off the fucking phone at the moment. Just try and see if I can go as far as I can before the coverage goes. I have a mucky arse. goes deeper down there. Get a light on that. I don't have the light. Oh, it's still rolling. Watch out for badgers. Would there be badgers down here? If there are, I'm getting the fuck out of here. But would they be able to... I'd kick them. I was going to say, would they bite through a shoe? Would they be able to bite through jeans? Denim? Next cave is huge. Steps down it and everything. Oh, fuck. They'd rip the face off you. Tell you, it's nice and cool inside the cave, actually, because it's beginning to get very hot on that nature trail. Sabadabadoop, cham cham barutu. There's no echo. It gets deeper and deeper down there. I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like it. Any cave drawing, somebody has tried to write their name into the rock there. There's no drawing though. And again, I'd need the torch. I could put the torch on this maybe. Just bear with me. Display. Torch unavailable. Okay.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
Oh. It's actually nice. I hope you don't mind. I'm just having a minute to myself here. Oh man. Where's my stick? I've lost the big fucking stick that I had. Yeah, we'll get another one. Need to watch, you don't want to hit your head on the way out on the rock here. One thing hitting the tree, but the rock is another beast. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. That was I left the stick there, great stuff. Left the stick in the entrance. Thank you very much there, Schnuffles, for the tip, and Owen. Put that there. Let's sort that out there. Get this cable into there, and that's that. I want to get back on the fucking cameraman. I want to get back on the animal situation, but I don't think the cave life is for me, you know. I've tried it. It gets boring after a while. But at least I can say I tried it. I gave it my best shot, you know. I'm gonna go back there, but am I missing out on more stuff down here? Does anybody know there actually, lads? Watching there, I'm just having a look at the chat. If I keep going down that way, how long is it gonna take me to end up going around and getting back to where I started? Does anybody know? Because I don't want to be here all day. I haven't brought sandwiches. I haven't brought any water or anything, so follow the path, I understand, but I can follow the path, or I could take a shortcut back to that path over there. Don't go off piste, okay? Okay. Let's do it. Stay away from death claws. Wow. No way. Look at the sap. Little crystals of sap. Oh man, it's fucking brilliant. Hopefully it's not irritating for the skin to touch that, because I'm getting involved in the sap.
A nice bit of pest.
Got the camera there. It's okay, it didn't break. That's the cave. The big boy. Oh, fuck that. Not a chance. It's the most ominous entrance to a cave I've ever seen. Red tape around it. Steel has been warped by the power of nature. Could the, what has gone on here? Is a chainsaw? Chainsaw must have done that. That's not a clean snap. Charlie, where did you go? Car coming. King of the trees. Probably get good coverage up on these trees. We'll get higher. This is a weird one, this. Is it solid? Let's make sure I put a bit of weight on it. Great view. Surrounding view there. Pure trees. It's a pine, sweet-smelling pine cone nightmare dream. Dream trees. It's a beautiful day for it. Great day for arsing around down the woods. Get out into the woods. Grab yourself a stick and see where the day takes you. Fantastic bit of tree work. Loving it. Are we? It's getting hot. Could do with some H2O. so we can keep going. Or we can go back. Probably go back would be the better one. Because I'm not sure what. If you can see there, actually. That's where we are. We've come all the way there. And I'm not even sure if that's the final destination there. So we'll take that path back. We go past a grotto. We'll have a look at the grotto. I should actually put away the stick because people might see it and they might get afraid if they see a man running with a stick towards them, you know. That lady there, she might have, if I'd have carried on, that wouldn't have been nice to see, you know, so might fucking throw away the stick. Sometimes the stick can work against you like that, you know. But it's the exact reason that it works against you is why you feel safe, because it's a stick, do you know? It's a big stick. Noel the caveman, thank you very much, and shame you off Willie. Thanks for the tip. Take that little capping off. Get a longer stick and it'll look like a walking stick. I know what you mean, but I kind of like the size and shape and feel of this. It's perfect. Like, I know I made that motion then. That's not what I want to use it for. But it's great. The walking stick is too long. Walking stick is great for the mountain when you're going uphill and you can really, really use that leverage. But something like this is perfect when you have to get underneath a tree or crawl beneath into a cave. I suppose I never brought it into the cave before, so that'll be the next thing. Thank you very much, ShlugLife, for the tip. It's very kind of you. I'm just going to talk to the camera so it looks like I'm the friendly stick man rather than just a man with a stick. You know, if it looks like I'm doing a video, then people are probably going to be less likely to be afraid of the man with the stick. I suppose I could get rid of the stick. People have said that in the chat there, but I just feel like I'm at one with the stick at the moment, you know. So I think it would be a bit of a mistake to do away with it at this stage of the game. And that is the grotto, I think, over there can see stone walls of a grotto, maybe a gate or something. But it's long gone, it's long uninhabited at this stage. Wouldn't really know what the hell was going on in there. Usually associate the word grotto with
Nice bit of pasture.
elves or witches or hobbits or something like that, so I'm not sure whether or not that was a situation that was going on in the days of yore. So we'll just have to look it up and research it later on, I suppose. What are you having on one of these yokes? Thought I heard a bit of movement over there. Stick Cave and the Bad Seeds. The main cave there, I think you're talking about Aki Strap. I was back there and it looked fucking dire. It was like murder scene tape around it. And the gates and the steel had been, the frames outside to keep people out had been warped by a fallen tree, so I wasn't going down that for love nor money. There was a cave just past it, okay. Oh, cave. Looked like the entrance to hell. Well, that one I saw was, I couldn't really tell you. But then on that little mapping that I was looking at, it didn't say there's a massive cave up ahead. To be honest, I wasn't in the market for caves today. I just wanted a nice relaxing stroll after the chaos of yesterday. I wanted a bit of peaceful serenity, and I did find a little bit of peace and quiet inside that cave, the priest's cave. And I kind of felt it warm in there for a moment or two. Kind of maybe thought about, this is the same cave where the priests used to hide when hiding from the devil back in the day when they were being chased out of the country. You wonder what they did down there, what did they get up to, how did they manage to live, and did they forage on berries and twigs, and did they have to contend with badgers? And what about shite? Not what about shite, I was going to say what about food and what about water? Do you know? And actually, what about shite? Do you know, what did they do and how did they go about it? Would they have had to have left the cave in order to defecate? Or did they defecate inside the hole? We don't know. It's a crazy bit of business. Oh yeah. Wow. They're trotting. Now. They started to trot after I don't know what they would have called that before they were trotting. Maybe that was just a clop. A generic clop. A Jurgen clop. Now they would have been nice to have observed with the better kind of camera scenario, but can't really capture them as well when there's people riding on them, so I mean it's not going to work out, but they were nice beasts. Oh, yep. More of that there. Steak mode. Stick Simulator is the game today. Utilising the latest NVIDIA ray tracing technology. You're a stick? Now what? Try and get the right setup here on the stick. Wonderful tunnel of nature. It's nice and cool here. Lovely and cool actually around this part. I'd be again a bit wary of just staying in the tunnel with the stick like this, just in case people kind of think it's an intrepid scenario. I wonder, I'll just give you there's somebody coming there, but I was trying to give you an image of what they would see if they were walking down into the tunnel. Oh yeah. I don't think, I'm not sure what that gentleman made of the situation, to be honest. Probably just thought I was taking a picture, but I suppose again with the stick thing, you know, carrying it afterwards, I'm going to get rid of it. We'll see you later. Yeah, I got rid of the stick. I just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling it there after that situation. I did want to make eye contact, but then I started to feel as though maybe that's even weirder then, that someone's walking towards you and not making eye contact, and they've got a stick. So, I don't know. You know, what do you do? Do you look at someone when you have a stick in your hand, or do you just keep to yourself? It's a hard one to really gauge. Stick world. Thank you very much for the tip there. Slug Squatch and Brent Eagle. Very, very kind of you. Get yourself a 99. Thanks very much. Done, Bess. It's a war zone. Wonder could we get closer to the lads shooting stuff? See what they're doing. Sniper. Be on private land. Be on the castle. Let's go and see if we can see the shooting up here. Closer, we're getting closer to the shots. little burp there, sorry about that. It's just so inviting, isn't it? But when you're on video, I can see some people inside there. They're inside that little hut. I wonder, are they shooting birds or are they shooting clay? I can see the smoke, the powder, not the powder, I can see the smoke after the shot. Can get a better angle. No, it's too many trees. Nah. Fuck it. If it's private property, private situation, be weird filming people anyway. And trail closed due to storms. Nearly stood in shade there. Someone's left a log on a bench. God, you took the HHC, thank you very much. Oh, it's lovely and cool in here. You'd think it might be a bit greenhousey, but it's not. It's nice. great lens. Telephoto. Telemetry. This is the trap that they would use to trap the fish. But maybe not, I don't know. Well, I mean, obviously it was, but how would they get the trap down there? And how did they cut the hole for the stone as well?
We need to send in an airstrike. Peanuts and crazies.
Crazy bit of business. He's doing his own thing. Is it pre-recorded Swan or not? I'm not sure. Darren O'Connell. Doubting Darren. We should have waited down the bridge for him. He's floating off down the bridge. Let's fucking get him. Let's get him down there, boys. Now he's moving up. I chased him all the way down here. And now he's going to move up. He's going under the bridge. Get on the other side. Maybe down here. Shit. He's still with the grass. Did you hear that? Another one. Another one bites the dust.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
I wonder if he had any luck at all. Does he just eat grass? Is that all he's eating from the bottom there, grass? Someone said there's good protein in it, so I mean, seaweed or fucking riverweed. Riverwort. He might get a frog or a fish, says Jake. Insects and algae. It's a lovely little Schwanin. He's a marvellous little man. An absolutely marvellous signature. And that's his signature move. Tell you what his signature move is when he goes up, arse up, legs flailing. Sorry about the shaky cam here, it's very run and gun, as they say. We strive to develop a better picture and scene and set up for any future scenarios. But Right now it's just this. Just have to change position here. My leg is getting fucking falling asleep. Oh. 1 second. Yeah, apologies there. I think the audio was not great for a moment or two. We can fucking prop this up on the stone here. Right out from here and into there. No, that's not great. I can sit down, that'd be nice. I should have brought a seat. I have a little fold-out chair and didn't bring it with me. Steel Husqvarna or a little electric Ryobi job, says Anonymous. Thank you very much for the tip. Lovely little man in. Bit of tree bark there. Yes, what I'd have to do is try and find a way if I can see the chat and oh yeah, see what people are saying, if there's people saying anything. That way I can communicate. Cannot record, okay. Shakademus and pliers, ladies and gentlemen. Shakademus and pliers. The inspirational Swan Centre from Rathmines. A gang of swans is called a bevy of swans. All we need now is a ham sandwich and a blast of tea to really set the world on fire. But unfortunately we can't get that. I didn't pack a lunch. Something looks like he's got something. Spent a long time down there. He came up with nothing, but maybe he ate it down there. There was a bit of struggle in him then for that one. Another bit of grass. Another gunshot. Beautiful stuff. An iconic swan for the ages. A signet of peace. A signet of dreams. That's enough of him. I would have... Again, I'd like to have seen some different beasts, but... You get what you give. You can't have it all, and I suppose you just gotta take what you... and enjoy what you can get, you know, and that was a nice bit of signet action. I suppose in a way it's nice just to have a bird who's enjoying the situation he's in and not feeling the need to fuck off to different parts of the river. He's staying there. He knows what he's doing. He likes what he's doing. And here's a scene, look, from a movie.
Thanks for the tip.
There's a scene. It's a scene from a movie over there. Some lads are doing a movie. The director has given directions to the cast, and they're about to shoot a scene, maybe a Downton Abbey kind of period drama, timepiece, Dr. Majestic's mysterious timepiece shenanigans. Crazy bit of business. They're doing something with the three over there. Thank you very much there to Your Maz for the tip. Big shout out to Your Maz, a great place in Germany to get a snack when you're on the move and you're utilising their fantastic public transportation network. And horses under starlight. Thank you very much for your tip there. Very kind of you. I'm not exactly hiding in the back of the video. There's people walking through, like, you know, it's fine. I'm just standing off here, watching from afar behind the stone. I'm not a bad cunt. Maybe they're waiting for me to move before they can take a scene, before they can yell action. Has he got an iPad, that fella sitting in the tree? I think they've got the script on the iPad.
Thanks for the tip.
Oh yeah, there's going to be a kind of a love scene. And your man's waving, the cameraman is waving at me there. There's going to be a love scene in the tree between the man and the lady, I think, and they're going to sit in the tree together. Or are they taking... I'll stand away because it might be a bit weird if I'm just looking at them, but in fairness, it's a show, you know, it's showbiz. Now, what is showbiz if there is no audience? It's like when COVID happened and they were playing soccer matches in empty stadiums. It's just weird. It felt meaningless. Great smell in the air now. At 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we're reaching peak heat for today, and that's bringing out a real variety of smells. Fresh as a duck's arse. Crazy bit of business. That's a great little tree there that he's got. The swinging tree. It's fantastic. Is it? Oh fuck! Am I in their shot? I was going to say, is that a real gravestone there for Jonathan Pym? But it's fake, it's a fake gravestone, I think. And then I'm in the background of their shot, you see, so I need to move off. And now one of the members of the crew is walking over to me, probably telling me to go, so let's move. Let's move out the way. Jonathan Pym. More fake gravestones there. I hope they're fake, and I'm not desecrating. Yeah, they're definitely fake. There's some standage there. Props. Sorry, is it okay to have a look inside?
Huh?
Is it okay to go inside?
In it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Thank you. Look at that. They're filming The Quiet Men too. Quiet harder. The Quiet Men too. Quite good, actually. Quiet Man too. He's awfully quiet. Quiet Man 3D Beyond the Thunderdome. great buck. Just having a look down there to see the filming. Fairly quiet.
We need to send in an airstrike. Peanuts and grapes. Peanuts and grapes. Peanuts and grapes.
What are you having on one of these yokes?
Any relation to slapping in the last week?
Bit of the film in there.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
We need a kill package. Push the blood out of snacks. Send in the care package of pints, boy. I'm under fire. I need pints. We need to send in nuts and grapes. Peanuts and grapes. Any relation to slapping in the last week? You don't want a bit of sugar? Are you doing a bit of sugar? Yeah. That's nice. Talk about the scout boys. There are women and children down here. Pump out the scout. We need a kill package. Push the blood out of snacks. Send in the care package of pints, boy. I'm under fire. I need pints. We need to send in an airstrike. Peanuts and grapes. Peanuts and grapes. Peanuts and grapes. Any relation to slapping in the last week?
Apologies there, lads. For some reason, I can't understand why the stream went down. And I was filming the Abbey here, stone, for about 5 minutes, talking about the different types of stone that was used. can really get a sense of the Abbey here. Abbey Titmus. Sorry about the shake there. Beautiful ornate stone masonry. And it would be reasonable enough to assume that this abbey probably dates back to the 1100s, or even older than that. Romanesque. And an old gravestone in the background there, which is an actual real gravestone. It's not like the fake ones we've seen on the movie set there. I started trying to film the movie makers doing their thing from up here, but then it dawned on me it felt kind of wrong. Even though they are making a movie, it's still... You know, I'm not a cameraman on their set. I'm filming a movie set, but I'm not an employed member, so it's... Look at this, though. Who needs movie sets when you've got this? This is the real deal right here. No fabricating this. That is real. That's as real as it gets. Look at that. Symmetry. Origin of symmetry. The pointed arches are Gothic, not Roman, says Nick. But look at that. Look at that one. Isn't that something? Oops, sorry. Get out of my abbey. This is my abbey. Get out of it, man. I'm only messing. And a lovely bit of grass.
Sorry.
Real Gothic footwork. Pure 1166. Boom. Romanesque. Balladrine. That shoe has seen a lot of business. That shoe has seen a lot of business today. Crazy bit of shoe. There you go. Maybe you could go for something here. Just want to get a travel log shot. Potential documentary, maybe. No, need a bloody need a tripod for it. How are you? You alright? What's the story?
Big fan. Big fan. Hey, big fan. How are you getting on?
Good now, I'm good. Just enjoying the sights of the majestic Abbey here. It really is, yeah.
Do you want a video?
I'm doing a bit of video, that's right. Did you see the other lads down there doing a bit?
I'm a part of the lads.
Are you?
Yeah, we are indeed, yeah.
I was thinking, what's the story here? Am I allowed to film what they're filming?
But I mean,
What is it?
it's a history shop for Teach Car.
All right.
Yeah, so great crack altogether.
That's a nice spot.
Yes,
Powerful day for it.
yeah, powerful day, right? Powerful day, right. Look, better go back to job, but I'm a big fan.
Thanks very much, man.
Plug forward.
Best of luck. I'm trying to get a fucking shot here. Bear with me here, lads. I'm just trying to get a shot. I should really invest in a bloody proper microphone like that. It's not a great... maybe. The framing, I don't like it. Okay with that. What do you have on one of these yokes?
Any relation to slapping in the last bitch?
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
You don't want a bit of sugar? Are you going a bit of sugar? Yeah. That's nice. Pop, pop, touchdown, boys. There are women and children down here. Pump out the stove. We need a care package. Push the blood out of that. Send in the care package of pints, boys. I'm under fire. I need pints. We need to send in
A nice bit of pasta made for you. A nice bit of pasta made for you.
Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous.
Thanks for the tip.
Can we get through here? Seems to be a way down there, but that could be sacred ground. I'm not walking on any gravestones. That's fine. Another abbey here. Or a church. Thank you very much, Nick, for the tip there. Thank you very much, Nick. And Dan, very kind of you. And the saucy bunion. We go in here. It's locked. What's... I'm not sure if we're allowed in or what. Right. Whoa, I just heard this bird too. Crow. A crow in the belfry. Lovely. Lovely.
A nice bit of pasta made for you.
Get off anyway. I was trying to stir up a bit of crow business there. A couple of crow bangers in the belfry. But it's getting too hot and too heavy. I have the sunscreen on, but it's too much for me now. It's getting too much. It's getting a bit sweaty. And it's 4:30. It's time to get some food and some water. But thank you very much for joining us on today's Swan song. Hopefully some more swan songs in the not too distant future. We'll talk to you. Thank you very much, the Rocha, for the tip. And Glyn. And Run Tommy Tom. Thank you very much. Tedgesticles. Sorry about this. And Frankus Malankus. Very kind of you. Bashk Guy. Thank you very much. And Peeping Tom.
Lock that. What's working again? We'll get out the heat. We'll talk to you later on anyway, lads. Thanks very much for joining us, and we'll talk to you later on. Bye-bye. What are you ever on one of these yokes?
Thanks for the tip. Any relation to Slapping in last week? You don't want to finish him? Are you going to finish him? Yeah. That's nice. Talk about my scout boys. There are women and children down here. Pump out the stove. We need a kill package. Push the blood out of staff. Send in the care package of bites, boys. I want to fire any bites.
Sorry there, I just had to jump back on because the usual thing happened. There were a couple of people that just thrown a tip before I fucked off, and I didn't want them to be left out there. Aldi Socks, thank you very much. And Skotterin Gabshin, thank you very much. And it reminded me actually, the same thing happened yesterday, after yesterday's stream. D Doom, or D Doom, can't remember. Thank you very much for your tip. And who else there? There was one more from yesterday, but I'll carry on until the next one. When the next one hits, I'll remember, and I'll thank you very much for that. I think it was Owain though. Can't be too sure, but thank you very much. Take care. The sound of the wood pigeon. You just missed it there.